Welcome to ECNTRADE Daily Video. Before we begin, it should be noted that any advice is of a general nature only and that your personal circumstances have not been taken into consideration.
Hello everyone, my name is Rob Clayton and thank you for joining me. Well, overnight the market staged their best comebacks in possibly the last couple of years after staging a stunning head-spinning turnaround following the worse than expected report showed that inflation remains persistently high, strengthening expectations that the US Federal Reserve will be more aggressive with future interest rate hikes and also keeps rates higher than until prices see the inflation cool off with their targets at around 2%. In the release of the data, according to the Euro Bureau of Statistics, for the 12 months to September, the US consumer inflation came in at 8.2% in September, slightly easing from the 8.3% earlier gain in August, but higher than estimates of 8.1% annual increase. The core reading for all items, excluding food and energy, increased by 6.6% year over year, marking its highest reading since 1992. The US dollar index, which measures the greenback strength against a basket of 6 major currencies, was very whipsawed also, as it tumbled away from its highs around 113 to 112.33, but still is around the 20-year highs. The Australian dollar plummeted to a 20-month low of 61.69 before rebounding and posting a positive or a bullish candle, which is a hammer, and therefore could see further gains, but we need confirmation to this candlestick. And therefore, if we see a close above the level of 63.55, then this should give further indication that the bulls are back in the market and maybe even see a rally on to 64.35 to 45. I like this candlestick and I like the way how the divergence kicked in from the MACD and slightly from the RSI. But the ADX is still overheating to support a bear case, but let's see if this market can stage a turnaround, as we are getting very, very close to a possible course correction that would promote maybe even back to 65 cents. The euro also posted an engulfing candle, and from that the market is now looking up towards 97.95 and reassess, as we could be looking even further back to this down channel, which is around 99.35.50. I do believe that any pullback will be shallow. The dollar yen still pushing higher with no intervention from the Bank of Japan, and now looks towards a resistance of 147.50.75 and reassess. We are extremely overbought, but the ADX is still holding to a trend. Looking at sterling, the market rebounded since 109. It's posted over a 300-point rally and now looking towards its next target, which is at 114.5, and reassess from there. Let me just bring this down a little bit. This is around this region here. Gold was also pretty much whipsawed as well. As you can see here, the market plummeted briefly to a low of 1,642, which was also a support level, and now looks back towards its top side of the range, which is around 86 to 88. Technicals are still negative, so I still feel there could be another down challenge and retest these lows. That could be around that 42 to 44. And finishing up with oil, the market stays a modest comeback overnight and now looks back towards the resistance seen around 88, 80, 90, or maybe on towards 89.40, but reassess from there. Still got weak technicals, so we could see this ups test actually eventually fell and then look back towards the downside after the confirmation breaker for 88.70. Looks towards the region of 85, 84, maybe even $81 a barrel. Well, that wraps it for the morning. Thank you very much for joining me. As always, look out for the intraday report, and I hope you enjoyed the great start to the day.